everybody, I'm Mr. Irri and welcome back to episode 2 of FTB Infinity on Colossal Craft server. Last episode, before we left off, I took a tour for you guys for the spawn. We went to the marketplace, but for some reason the market crashed, the client of mine. So I think I have gone ahead and resolved the issue there. So we're going to head back to the market and see what's about. Also, I said to you guys, I want to do a little bit of mining off camera to go get a little bit of resources and to progress down the line. And I said to you dudes, if I find anything interesting or something happens to the server, I'll be sure to video record it. And something has happened. I came back to our base and Santa Claus has gave us a present. Santa Claus has gave us a present. We must have been a good boy. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys what we what we've got in the corner of our base. I came back in and we have a chest with a lovely sign saying here has some items to help you start, with a smiley face from the Night Shadow. And what he gave us is pretty awesome. Check this out. He has gave us 10 diamonds. 10, not 10, he's gave us diamond leggings. He's gave us a diamond helmet with a chest plate and some diamond boots. That is pretty cool. From the last episode, I think he might have seen it, and we wanted diamonds, and he's gave us some diamonds with the armor. I don't know if I'm quite offended. What's about my armor? Yeah, okay, it's a little bit shabby, but it's fine. So thank you for the diamond armor and the diamonds, the Night Shadow. So before we get started, I said to you guys I want to go to the marketplace, and I have been there off camera quickly to find out what's going on. And if I can buy something, check out our balance. We have £100. There's something in the market that if we can buy it, or if he has it in stock, we're going to be so overpowered at this point of the game. He's selling it for about £18, I believe, if I've seen it correctly. I only had a little brief look at it, and I think it's £18. And if we can buy it and he's got it in stock, like I said, we're going to be so overpowered. It's just going to be ridiculous at this point of the game. So if we go to Warp Market and go and check it out. Hopefully it won't crash. I don't know whether it just kept crashing because of the recording, but I headed out in this direction. I didn't go in that room where we went last time because it just kept on crashing. I came over here, and I do believe these buildings are all the buildings for the actual people online. So all the dudes that are online and building their bases, they built their own little shops here, and I don't know whose shop this is, under construction, but still selling some stuff. So you can come in here, and on the board you can see we've got buy string. You buy 10 string for £4. I think there's a dollar sign, but I don't think you can put a pound sign in there because I think it's like a I buy mod or I buy plugin. So you can buy like rotten flesh and buy red heart. I think if they're red, I don't think they're in stock, and if they're blue, that means you can buy them. So that's pretty cool. There's quite a few things out of stock here. He's got some blaze rods. He's got some ender pearls for £4 for 2, so they're pretty cheap. We've got some creeper hearts, which is £10. How is a creeper heart £10? I'd have put more money on the ender pearls, but then again, I think you can go to the end any point you want. 10 bones for £2, so yeah, it's not too badly priced in there. I suppose you could just have to look around. I do like these spinning fans. They're cool. I do like them. So I headed off in this direction here, and I was like, oh, this building looks pretty cool. It looks a little bit like a, he's got like Thorncraft type blocks on here. He's got Chisel, Dragon War. I don't know if that's the name of the player, but he's got these interesting particles here of an ancient block, but I think there's like some sort of like beam underneath them for these actual beams and particle effects. So I came in here and I had a look around in this shop, and I was like, yeah, this is not too badly priced. I mean, you can get gunpowder, 32 gunpowder for £8. You can get some feathers and ink sacks. You can buy yourself some ender pearls. You buy 8 for £8. Wither skulls. And I had a look here. You can buy... I don't know if I can buy this. I haven't tried it yet. But you can buy one angel ring for £18. And for some of you guys out there that don't know what an angel ring does, it allows you to fly. And if I can fly at this point of the game, it's just going to be so overpowered, it's going to be ridiculous. So I'm going to try and buy this. I think you just have to right click on this sign and you should get the angel ring. So let's try it. Oh God! No way! So let's check our balance. We now have £82 and we have an angel ring. And to use this angel ring, we just take this chest plate out and put it on our back. I believe, or it's on the bulbs, maybe? There we go. So with this, we should be able to fly if we just jump. Oh my God! No! I don't know if that's overpowered as crap. We have now got creative flight for £18. Thanks for Dragon War. So I just now come back to our base from having a little browse through the marketplace, and I've just gone ahead quickly and made ourselves a diamond pickaxe. And I've used the diamonds from the Night Shadow, which he gave us between the last episode and this, because I want to go and mine some obsidian. And we could have gone ahead and made ourselves a terrain smasher from thermal expansion, but I thought to myself, yeah, because we got some diamonds, I may as well make a diamond pickaxe and go mining and hopefully find some obsidian. If not, we're going to have to just get a bucket of water and throw it on some lava and do it that way. But I'm going to need some obsidian because I want to make some tools to go to the Nether to then go and mine some decent materials, and then we can smelt them down and get ourselves some decent tools. Because at the moment, our tools at the moment, we have a stone sword and a stone axe, and we don't have like a proper pickaxe. We could use a diamond, but this is modded, and I want a proper decent a pickaxe for if we go mining, and I want a hammer as well for mining, so we could tear through the core. And yeah, that should be pretty fun. As you can see on the side as well, we have a time until restart of 32 minutes, so the server will be restarted. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to just go and get some obsidian and just get a little bit more resources, some iron if I can find it. I do want to get some ferrous if I can find that. That normally spawns around this sort of level, Y level 12, and as soon as I got everything I think we need, I'll cut the recording back in unless I find something interesting along the way. Check this out. I've just been mining down in this little shaft. I found a little cave, and I was just following it through. And I was hoping to find some of these at some point, and I found loads of them. These are essence berries from Tinker's Construct, and they give you essence, like experience essence, which you can then turn into points or keep it as a liquid. And we're going to need these for later on down the line for this series, and I'll show you guys later on why we're going to need them. But I'm just trying to look for some aluminium. I've got some decent stuff here. I've got some gold, I've got 25 iron ores, got some ferrous, and got some redstone and some lapis. But I'm just trying to look for some aluminium. If I can't find the aluminium, we can't make what we're going to need. So I'm just digging around here and finding where I could find it. Normally it's pretty easy to find, but for some reason I'm having a little bit of a struggle trying to find it. I might have to go up some levels to find it up on the higher levels of the world. But I thought it may spawn down here, but apparently not. So I'm just going to quickly have a look around for some aluminium. We now found some aluminium ore. I had to come up to Y level 54. Apparently this is the place where it actually spawns a lot of. If you can see on here, on Tinker's Construct, you'll see best Y level is 54. So now that we found the aluminium, I've gone ahead and put 5 pieces of aluminium. I've put a piece of obsidian and 2 ingots of iron to get molten alumite. And to find out the recipe, you can go ahead and go to your book for your smelting, and you can see here alumite is made from 5 aluminium, 2 iron and 2 obsidian. But every time you put a piece of obsidian inside your smeltery, it will double your output. So you put 1 in and you'll get 2 out, unless you put ingots in there and you don't get the output of 2, you only get the 1 output because it's already been sort of doubled and smelted down. I went ahead and made ourselves a gear cast, which we don't really need at this point in time, but I'm going to need to make another cast. I don't know if I've got any more aluminium in here. I've got aluminium brass. Oh, nice. That's what I wanted. So I wanted the aluminium brass. We're going to need to make ourselves the Tinker's tool tables. We should have enough wood in here to make what we need as well. To make the tool table, I believe we're going to need some sticks. We're going to need some planks as well. And we're going to need some patterns. So I'm going to do 2 and 2, which will give us 8 of these blank patterns. I'm going to put planks underneath, and that gives us a stencil table. I'm going to put a log underneath, and I'm going to make ourselves a part builder. And to make the tool station, I think it is, you need a crafting station with a blank pattern, which will give you your tool station. And I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a chest with another blank pattern on top, which will give us our pattern chest. Nice. So I'm going to need all these 4 to make what we need. So I'm going to place these down somewhere in our room. And dear Lord, it's getting a little bit crowded in here. Part builder can go there. Stencil table can probably go maybe there. And I'll probably just dig up here for now and put our pattern chest up here. Or does that need to go? I might need to swap these around because I know they can talk to each other. I think it's like this and this. There we go. So the pattern chest, you can put all your patterns in here, like the gear cast. And if you come down to your part builder, you can take the gear cast and put it in here and craft whatever you need, so you don't have to keep swapping, which is pretty handy as well. I'm going to need some cobblestone. I'm going to need some blank patterns. And I'm going to need our stencil table, and put the blank patterns in our stencil table, and I'm going to click this button here, and this will give us our pickaxe head pattern. And what the pattern does, we can take that out and put it in our part builder and put some cobblestone in there. It will give us a stone pickaxe head, which you can then go ahead and make a stone pickaxe if you wish. But I'm not going to do that because stone is terrible. So I'm going to place it in our casting table, and I'm going to pour some of this molten aluminium brass over the top to get ourselves a cast for a pickaxe head. And this stone pickaxe head is completely useless now. So I'm just going to throw it down the stairs like so. That'll just get cleared when the server clears the items on the floor, or that'll just despawn as in time. And I'm going to pour this molten alumite over the top of the cast, which will fill the gap for the pickaxe head. I'm going to take that out, and we now have an alumite pickaxe head, which has a durability of 700, a mining speed of 8, and it's got a mining level of cobalt. And cobalt is what we're going to need to then go ahead and smelt down with another one called ardite, I think it is. And you smelt those two together and you get yourself some manulin. And manulin is what we're going to use for our tools because it has a hard durability, and the attack strength on alumite, or the not alumite, manulin is pretty high. So I think we're going to need a bind for this as well, tool binding. So we're going to get one of these, and I'm going to do exactly the same here. I'm going to get this, and I'm just going to take the stone shard out. We could use just wood as a handle, because I don't really want to use this constantly. Yeah, I'm just going to use a wooden handle from now on, for now anyway. And I'm just going to pour this over the top like we did, and hopefully the server won't go down just yet. I could use alumite for the binding. Yeah, I'm going to use alumite. Why not? I'm just going to do it. There we go, and we just need our tool station and do this. I'm going to put our pickaxe head where the pickaxe head pattern goes. I'm going to put the binding there, and we're just going to need ourselves a stick, and we're just going to place that at the bottom for the handle, and we now have an alumite pickaxe which has a durability of 700, mining speed of 8. It's got 3 modifiers remaining on this, so we can modify it 3 times, an effective durability of 875, and an A+4 attack damage. So it's not too bad. It's literally just under our stone sword, so we could use the alumite pickaxe if we wish to go and fight some mobs. So I think now we have the pickaxe, we need to go to the Nether. I need to sort out our inventory here, just so we can get rid of some of this clutter. I could take our diamond pickaxe. I wouldn't mind getting ourselves a sword, but I'll probably just use iron for now. I'm going to go head off into the Nether. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until the server has restarted, because we only have 4 minutes left. The server has now finally been reset, and we can now go to the Nether. And to go to the Nether, I'm just going to go to spawn. And I do believe from spawn, we go over here. We can now fly over spawn. These angel wings are cool. I'm going to go over into these buttons from last episode, and we came into this area here where the tent was, and I hit this button, and it says random teleport. I didn't see what this all is. Colossal Craft Infinity server, welcome. So they've got their own little sort of cabin there, and also in this corner we have the end portal, and we have the portal to the Nether, so we can go in either one when we wish to. So that is pretty cool. At least we don't have to go ahead and make ourselves a portal. We can if we want to, but I do believe players can come through that portal, and yeah, we'll see. So someone's already put a platform here for us to go down. I want to look for certain types of materials and metals, and I believe it would be pretty hard to find, considering the Nether looks like it's been stripped. If I can find anything, looks like people have been looking for already. I reckon it's going to be quite difficult to find. So let me just fly around. Oh, there's another Nether there. Someone's opened another portal, so I reckon if we go through there, it will land us back into someone else's base, possibly. Should we try it? Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and go through here, and then I can easily come back to the Nether and find what we're looking for. I want to see if these portals will take us to another bit of land or someone's base, so we can have to take a look around. It looks like we're sort of underground somewhere. I have no idea where we are. I suppose we could follow this through. It doesn't look like anything around here where they could come in. How bizarre. Possibly down here. That looks. There's some light down there. Maybe they went down in that direction. Let me go down here and have a look. See what's down here. I think. Ooh. We've now found someone's base. I'm not going to grieve it. That's just horrible. Holy crap. What's happened in here? Is this... Whose base is this? It's like it's been abandoned. There's some cobblestone in there. We've got engineer's workbench. What's in this direction over here? Oh, we're at bedrock. There's some tesseracts here. Owner is Jerry 12 LP. Dude, do you know these are here? It's like he's just sort of like up and left. He's got send energy, send fluids on those ones. I think this is cryotheum. I do believe. Oh no, that's hurting me. I'm not going in there. Holy crap! He's got a brewing stand here with potions of weakness. He's got a nice smeltery here with some furnaces set up on the side. This is. Has he got anything in this? No, that's completely empty. He's got a tree farm by the looks of things back here. I want to say he doesn't live here anymore and he's just sort of like abandoned it. Because it doesn't look like it's been lived in for quite some time. I mean, there's some seared tanks here with destabilized redstone and glowstones. We've got resin ender. It looks like it's been blown up. But anyway, I'm just going to leave this base. I'm going to go head back to the Nether, see what we could find, and if I come across what we need to find, I'll go ahead and cut the recording back in. So let me just go back to the portal and go back into the Nether. I think the portal's back here. Was it up here somewhere? No, what's that? Oh, he's got a big reactor in there. Holy crap. Okay, let me just find this portal. Okay, I found it. It was just up here, just above the smeltery. And let's head back into the Nether. I would have thought players have come through this portal. They found it in the Nether. They've come through, and I reckon they've destroyed his base. But why am I fire? Oh, there's a fire block there. So I'm just going to leave his base alone, just in case he's still on the server. I want to find these materials or these metals, and I can't find them for the life of me. I know they're quite difficult to find anyway. Is that one here? No, that's lapis. I'm looking for cobalt and ardite. Oh, there's some ardite right here. Yes, there we go. You can only mine this with, I believe, an alumite pickaxe. The alumite pickaxe that we've made. We have to use that pick to actually be able to mine these metals. So I've already got one. Looks like a beehive over there with a bee spawner. We could head up here. I reckon it's going to be quite difficult to find cobalt. I've just got this funny feeling it's going to be quite difficult. So like I said, I'm going to hang around here. I'm going to try and find some, and then I'll head back to base, and then we can then set up the basics for our tools. Well, after a long time in the Nether scrounging around, we now have 35 cobalt ore. We now have ardite, which is 13 of them. I fought a blaze in the actual Nether and got a blaze rod, and I also got a little extra. We got 2 Nether diamond ores, and I think you get double the output of an ore that's come from the Nether. So we do this, we can grind it down into diamond dust, we can smelt it, and if we smelt it, it will turn it into diamond ore. And if we can get that diamond ore and smelt it again, we get diamonds. But I think you can grind it down again in a pulverizer, and you get 2 per ore. So we now have like 4 into the actual ores. So that is pretty nice. And I got ourselves some emerald ore as well, which I also found. So getting back to it, I want to use cobalt and ardite together, and I'm going to smelt these 2 down, and that should turn into a molten manulin, and then we can use that for our pickaxe and sword and our axes. I did go a little bit crazy on the cobalt because I want to make our hammer out of cobalt as well, but in order to make a hammer, we're going to need to upgrade our tool station here. And if we take a look at Tinker's Construct and we look at tool, I believe it's tool forge, there's all different types here. We can either use blocks of iron as the legs with our tool station with some seared bricks on top to get the tool forge, or we can have different coloured ones. This is gold, we can do a diamond, we got a cobalt, there's all sorts. We got aluminium and aluminium brass. So I don't know what kind of nuggets we got, or ingots. We got quite a few silver. I don't know if silver is on here. Diamond doesn't look like silver. This might be silver. No, steel, alumite, aluminium. bronze. No, I don't think silver's here, so I don't think we can use silver. There's tin. We don't have a lot of tin. We could use gold, maybe. I might use gold. I don't think we've got a lot. Mind you, we did grind up a lot of iron. I think I might go for iron. Yeah, I'm going to go for iron. So we've got that. These should be nearly done, which they are. They will take a while to smelt down. Yep, and there we have it. We now have molten manulin, and I'm just going to get our casts. So we've got our cast for our pickaxe head. Tool binding should be in there already. So I'm definitely going to want a manulin pick. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's got to be a manulin pick head. For the binding, I don't know whether I want manulin or let me just have a look through our books and see which one is the best one. I don't know if it's in this one. No, it's not. It's not in that one. It could be this one here. I believe it is. I think this book has all the modifiers. So you have the tools, you have your materials, and you have your modifiers. And it shows you what you can go ahead and craft. You can get yourself pickaxes, shovels, hatchet, a mattock, which is a multi-purpose tool used for farming. You can get yourself a broadsword. You can get a longsword. Longsword is an offensive weapon. It is used for full speed charges and plowing through enemy lines, if that's your sort of gameplay. You get the rapier is a special weapon. The dancing swordplay lets you get in and out of battles quickly, while the rapier's damage is low, so you don't get as much attack with the rapier than you would with a broadsword. The dagger is not too bad. It's a short weapon, obviously. For a dagger, you can get a frying pan, so you can just be like your missus and go and whack some zombies over the head with it. So I probably want to go with the broadsword. I want to get the hammer, but we're going to use the iron to get some iron blocks to turn our station into a forge. The excavate is quite a good one to have. A cleaver. I need to know the traits, but I wouldn't mind a paper one because it won't affect the durability, but paper gives you a trait of one modifier. So if we take a look at our pickaxe here, we should have 3 modifiers remaining, so we can modify this pickaxe 3 times, where if we put paper binding on one of these tools, we get 4 modifiers remaining. So I might get paper, but in order to get paper we need sugarcane. I don't think we have sugarcane. I could go and check outside quickly. Okay, so I found some sugarcane. We can now go ahead and make ourselves some paper, and if we grab our tool binding kit, and we should be able to go to our part builder like so, put paper, and that will give us our paper binding, which is of course writable. And we're going to need a handle for this, so I think I could go Ardite. I need a strong handle for this, so we're going to have to look for our traits again. I could do all manulin. 7, 12, yeah. I'll go for manulin. Yeah, why not? We'll do a manulin tool rod. And I don't think I went ahead and made a tool rod at any point, so I'm going to quickly do that now. I don't know if we can make it a netherrack. We can. I do believe we can do this and use that as a casting pattern, like so. Yeah, we can use that, and we can now go ahead and make ourselves the manulin pickaxe. So we have the manulin pickaxe head, we got the paper binding, if I can throw that in, and the manulin tool rod, and that will give us a manulin pickaxe, which is writable. It has a 3000 durability, a mining speed of 9, and it has 4 modifiers remaining, and it's got an attack damage of 5, just one under our iron sword. So we now have a manulin pickaxe, and I'm going to call this Irri's, if I've got to take capital lock off, Irri's pick. There we go. So we've got Irri's pick, so if I die, someone could pick this up and have my pick. So we now have that. Alumite pickaxe is now useless. We can still use it, but we can go back to the nether if we wish and get some more ardite or cobalt. Now that we have this, Manulin will mine cobalt or ardite in the nether, so you don't have to keep using an alumite pick. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to hang about here. I'm going to make ourselves another sword. I'm going to make a hatchet. We did it! We have ourselves some new tools. I have now made ourselves a Manulin broadsword. We now have a Manulin hatchet and also a Manulin shovel. So we have some decent tools now. We don't have to worry about stone swords or stone pickaxes. We have ourselves a decent set. And now I think it's time for us to go down the line of more advanced tools, and it's time to make the hammer. And as you can see, I have smelted down a lot of cobalt and some Manulin here. We've still got a bit of molten alumite, but I'm not going to use that on this episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make the hammer. I have gone ahead as well and changed our tool station to the tool forge. I just used the iron ingots to make the iron blocks to actually make our tool forge. So with the hammer, I'm going to use cobalt as the hammer head. So I'm going to fill that up at the moment. That will take 8 ingots to fill the actual hammer head up. So it's quite expensive, but because we got a lot of cobalt in the nether, I ain't too worried about it. It's going to be pretty good. Cobalt, I think, has a high mining speed on there already, so that's one of the reasons I'm using cobalt. And 2, we've got a lot of it, so I thought cobalt is the best way to go. So I'm going to use cobalt slabs. I can't remember what these are called. Plates, large plates. I'm going to use cobalt large plates, and for the handle, I'm thinking about using Manulin. Just because it's got a high durability, and I don't want this to keep breaking all the time while we're mining down in, like, literally right down in Y level 12. I want it to last quite a long time. And why has it stopped? Have we got server lag or something? I think there might be a bit of lag going on. No, there shouldn't be. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that stopped. So we should be getting close to the end. I think it's only got one more. Yeah, one more. There we go. So that should be now done. And we can now go ahead and make ourselves the handle like so. And we'll use the Manulin. Get us. This will require 3 ingots to actually get the handle. So it's 8 for the hammerhead, 8 for the large 2 plates, or 8 for 1 plate each. So that's 24 altogether, and we got the 3 ingots for the tough tool rod. And we go here, hit the tab, we'll place them where they should be, and place that there, and we now have a cobalt hammer. And what this has, it has an 18,000 durability, and it has a 22,500 effective durability. It has a mining speed of 5.6, but I've got plans in the future to upgrade that, and we can then tear through and mine like crazy. So I'm going to call this maybe Irri's hammer. I'm so good with my words. Irri's hammer, there we go. So we now have ourselves a hammer, and let's go and quickly try this out, probably on this level here where we found our aluminium, and see what this is like. That's not half bad. Once I get this up to full mining speed, that is going to be pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with our new tools. I'm happy with what we've got. We've got a large sum of cobalt. So yeah, I think that is a pretty much good wrapping up point for episode 2. We've got flight now. We've got some decent tools, and I think on next episode, I think we might have to go and find ourselves a new place to live, because at the moment this place here in the side of a mountain isn't great. I've literally just dug in the side of this little mountain in here and set up camp, so I think I might go off camera and explore around a little bit, see what kind of terrain we can find and uncover, and if I find something quite good, I think I might settle base down in that point there. But at first we're going to need some building blocks, so I'll probably use cobblestone to begin with, and then we'll change those down the line for a different type of block which makes it look more fancy. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up episode 2 here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and of course, if you have, be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys back on episode 3 when we might go ahead and move house.